This is example number 2. As in the previous case, we will begin by looking at what the client wants. This is a topographic profile. Observe that it has a title also showing the vertical exaggeration, and both the stations and the elevations are at the bottom. Now, let's see what the profile making program gives us. Here it is. Observe that the elevations at the bottom are what we need. However, the stations don't meet what we want at all. As you can see, some stations are even missing. To get it into the format the client wants, we will use the bottom format. You can copy the elevations and simply move them to the new format. That's not too difficult to do, although it's a slow process, as you can see. Now let's go to the stations. There we have a problem, and it's very difficult to solve. We can move the 0+000 station to the new format. Notice that the profile is small, barely 130 meters. But in a normal road profile, which is often more than 5 kilometers long, the problem is extremely serious. It consumes a lot of time. I will show you the calculations for this later. Observe that the process is tedious, regardless of the methodology you use to perform it. Now let's change the values. Station -10. Station 0. And Station 25. It was this super tedious process that led me to the idea of creating an AutoLISP to solve it. And it really worked. Let's move the elevations back to the format the client wants. To the profile that is on the right side of the previous one. Done. We have them now. Now, let's load the stations program. You type the word stations, but in Spanish. You click on the starting point. You click on the ending point. You indicate the spacing between stations, 25, in our case. Initial station, -10. The scale at which the profile will be printed, 1000. This refers to the horizontal scale. Done, there's the result. As you can see, this program can be improved even further. For example, it could directly place both the elevations and the stations. If you look closely, the information needed for the calculation is there: datum, vertical exaggeration, and the length of the lines that make up the profile. So, yes, the work in AutoCAD can be automated to achieve surprising results. That is the goal.